In the headlines, 38 families from Petite Savanne received keys to their new homes in Bellevue-Chopin on Friday. Several changes on the cards for the public service sector. And a 6-month phase-out period for non-biodegradable food packaging items. I am Andrea Lee with the Channel 5 News. Back with the details after this.
Get ready to open the best gifts with Flow this Christmas. Sign up for a new broadband or TV service with free installation, or sign up for a broadband and TV bundle and get 40% off broadband for the first 2 months. Plus, get a chance to win a 55-inch smart TV, 1 year or 6 months of free service. Enjoy big-time entertainment and big speeds this Christmas with Flow. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, galvanized and fence pipe. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, 38 families from Petite Savanne now have access to their new homes at the resettlement project in Bellevue-Chopin. These families, who are among hundreds displaced by Tropical Storm Erica 3 years ago, received keys to their new homes at a handing over ceremony Friday afternoon. That ceremony was attended by cabinet and Dominicans from around the country. During his speech, Prime Minister Skerritt revealed for the first time his intention to have a street named after Parliamentary Representative Kenneth Daru. Mr. Skerritt said he made the decision to name a street after Mr. Daru as a show of gratitude. Mr. Skerritt says this new settlement is what he means by a more resilient Dominica.
And if we're to be visited by a storm in the future, and this community and this country will be impacted, you will be among the first communities to be able to get your lives back to normal, because you will be able to get lights faster, and water faster, and telecommunication services faster. And this is what the government has expressed in its vision in creating the world's first climate resilient nation. It is not that we will be able to prevent hurricanes and storms from coming, but when they do come, we'll be in a better position to withstand them, and if impacted, be in a better position to bounce back quicker.
Mr. Daru described the resettlement community as phenomenal. Daru said this was an extraordinary show of humanity and leadership by the Prime Minister and his government.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here presenting to you today Dominica's first climate resilient community. A small, or may I even just say, a very big step, Mr. Prime Minister, into getting Dominica to be the world's first climate resilient country. And the handing over of the first 38 of some 341 units in one of the most scenic and pristine pieces of real estate in Dominica, with views to die for, and built to the most precise, modern and resilient specifications, from the solid cast concrete walls to the concrete zinc-cladded roofs, from the subterranean utility lines and solar water panels to the fiber optics internet-ready capacity. We are delivering to you, the people of Petite Savanne, to you, the survivors of Tropical Storm America, world-class accommodations at absolutely no cost to you.
In addition to the 38 units handed over on Friday, Prime Minister Skerritt says 30 additional units will be ready by January 2019. 34 units will be ready by February, 81 in April, and 80 in June. In other top stories, a series of changes on the cards for the public service sector.
Prime Minister Skerrit made the announcement while addressing the Public Service Awards on Friday. One of the changes the service and the public can look forward to is a more modernized sector.
For example, credit cards and debit cards have been in existence for several decades now. And why is it that we cannot pay for government services using debit cards and credit cards? If we move into a paperless financial transaction, why should we not try to modern and get the public service to be at the same level in terms of innovation? And sometimes the public service doesn't even want to accept a check from you. They want cash. And we're moving away from cash.
Mr. Skerrit says a comprehensive plan for the improvement of working conditions will be rolled out shortly.
We have to also look seriously at the condition of work and ask ourselves, should we not seek to build more modern facilities and accommodation for, office accommodation for our staff? In the next few weeks, we will roll out for you as the public service a comprehensive plan to provide better and more comfortable working accommodation for you. Because I go to this old ministerial building, and every day I go there, every time I go there, there's a new cubicle that has been set up, fetching for space. Very soon people will be sitting on the steps. And therefore we have to address this in a comprehensive manner.
The working hours of public servants also something that will come under review.
I also believe that we need to revisit the working hours, not the 8 to 4. Do we have the 8 to 4, or could we not adopt a shift system? A shift system, and there will be many attendant benefits to this. There are many of you in the public service who have children of school age, and you may not have the opportunity or the ability to finance for a caregiver, a caretaker. And we have moved away from the era where we had the extended families, where our grandmothers would stay home and care for our children. We don't have this. And how do we get people to be productive, but at the same time be able to take on their motherly and parental duties in a changing world?
The Prime Minister also believes the country needs to have a discussion at some point about increasing the retirement age of public servants.
In related news, Dominica's ambassador to the United States and the OAS, Vince Henderson, has challenged the public service to transform into a more relevant system in order to build resilience. Ambassador Henderson, who was the featured speaker at the Public Service Awards on Friday, says there must be continuous reform within the public service in order to keep up with the times.
You cannot build resilience in a system that is dysfunctional. You cannot build resilience in a system that is outdated. You cannot build resilience in a system that does not serve its clientele. So before we seek to build resilience, we must ensure that our system is relevant, it is effective, and it can reach out to the people for whom it was designed. We can improve our system to make it more resilient. We need to continuously review what we do. And this is why some people used to complain about public service reform. Remember that. It's always reforming. Of course it must always reform. Things change so rapidly that you must continue to re-examine what you do in order to be effective and efficient.
Mr. Henderson says there must be checks and balances in place to ensure the public sector is meeting its set goals.
Our strategic plans must include the re-examination of our vision, our mission, our strategic priorities, strategic activities, goals, and key performance indicators. And that is the biggest challenge that we have, the KPIs. How do we know we're doing what we said we set out to do? If we have no system to track, to monitor, to evaluate, how do we know that we're meeting our goals? And the biggest one for all of us, how do we know our ministries are in fact meeting the mandates when we don't get any feedback from people? If there's no system of feedback, how do you know?
The ambassador pointed out that data collection is key in developing resilience in the public sector. The Excellence in the Public Service Awards and Recognition Ceremony was held under the theme, Building a Resilient Public Service, a Collective Response. On to environmental matters, a 6-month phase-out period for the distribution and use of non-biodegradable food packaging products will take effect on 1st January 2019. This phase-out period will run until 30th June 2019 for single-use plastics and styrofoam food packaging material, which are imported before the ban on such items takes place. In his budget address of 2018, Prime Minister Skerrit announced that in keeping with Dominica's vision of being the first climate-resilient country in the world, there will be a ban on single-use plastics and styrofoam used in the food service industry. According to information from the Office of the Prime Minister, Cabinet has approved the application of 0% duty on the importation of alternative authenticated biodegradable products, namely lids, cups, single-use containers, cutlery, and drinking straws. There will also be 0% duty on the importation of reusable shopping bags with immediate effect. The Ministry of Environment, Climate Resilience, Disaster Management and Urban Renewal, along with other partners, will roll out a public service campaign including public consultations and media campaigns about the upcoming ban. You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Stay connected and share your favorite holiday moments with Flow. Get the Alcatel A1 for $199 when you activate an extra-large prepaid combo plan, or the Samsung J4 for just $399 with a large postpaid plan, and get free talk evenings and weekends. Plus, get free WhatsApp on large and extra-large prepaid combo plans and sign up for any new service for a chance to win cash or hampers every week. So make it Flow for everything mobile this Christmas. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
M&J Covering is the producer of designed galvanized and galvalume in Dominica. They design to your specifications, color and length, 4 styles of galvanized and galvalume pre-painted roofing sheets as requested, and supply all your galvalume accessories. M&J Covering helps you control spending and reduce waste. At M&J Covering, they are also equipped to build your roof to precise standards anywhere on island. So come to M&J Covering at 1 Mile in Portsmouth or call 445-5001 275-5003 today.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Welcome back. Winners of various independence competitions have been praised for their role in the success of this year's Independence and Reunion Year celebrations. Chief Cultural Officer Raymond Lawrence encouraged those who lent their talent to the Independence celebration to continue and use those talents in other arenas.
You don't stop here. Well, for the pageant people, you may want to go on to other things. Maybe the Warped Duet contestants would want to go on to, let's say, Miss Dominica show or other shows. But certainly the art people who do paintings, continue to paint. You don't want to stop. This just has to serve as a sort of a platform, a launching pad in a sense to take you further. Same for the literary people, that you continue your work in writing short stories and writing poetry. Who knows, you might be able to put a book together one of those days of your works. We want to encourage you to do that. In particular now, the Wobduet contestants, both Miss and Madame, I have to again commend you. Wobduet, the dress is a proud emblem of our culture and heritage in Dominica. And then now you see Wobduet shows in Canada. You see beautiful Facebook images of those shows in Canada, in New York, in New Jersey, in St. Thomas, in Texas, in Florida. I mean, you name it. The Wobduet in England. Wobduet is really, you can say it's all around the world, and it's Dominicans taking the Wobduet and promoting it in other parts of the world. And that's a form of tourism, and the minister is also Minister for Tourism as well. It's a form of promoting Dominica wherever they are. So when they have those shows, they're not just promoting the Wobduet alone, they're promoting the island.
Lawrence says Dominica's art, craft and music have represented the country in many parts of the world and made us proud. Yaki McCuffey emerged third in the Quail Poetry Competition, with Colin Baptist receiving first prize for English poem Tsunami Wind. Jules Pascal won both first and second prizes in the Quail Poem Competition.
Otamun tekamade, ola bondieteye, le maria teninuka bouleversé. Ola bondieteye, mwen kamade ou pou vwe. Ola ou tekeye, si se pate bondie. Si bondie pate ouvezye, kon kaila te ka tombe. Et puis trouver sagesse pour sortir. Qui moun qui ba ou l'esprit? Si c'est pas tes bon Dieu. Les galvanages te ka volé en ouesse. Zon plewe, puis zon tout te paix. Zon koui sorti à bavant, sans zon save ou la zon te calé. Mais zon ouive yon côté, sans blesser. Si c'est pas tes bon Dieu, qui tchembe la maison. Peut-être zon tout te kemo.
Awards were presented to winners of the 2018 Miss Wobduet pageant. The second runner-up, Cassie Seraphin, first runner-up, Alicia Joseph, and this year's winner of the Miss Wobduet competition, Yannicka Blah. A special award went to the Convent Preparatory School for its outstanding performance in the National Dress Parade. Participants in the Independence Art and Craft exhibition have received well-deserved praise.
The Art and Craft exhibition was among highlights of this year's Independence activities. Winners received awards at a ceremony on Thursday. Shadrach Burton obtained first prize in the acrylic painting category. First prize in the oil painting section went to Hilary Sinclair, who was absent. Aaron Hamilton received first prize in the charcoal painting category. In the wood carving section, first prize went to Orlando Coffey. In the fabric craft section, first prize went to Geraldine Sorrendo, with Ezekiel John Baptist securing first prize in the calabash craft segment. Annie Anthony got first prize in the leathercraft section.
And the Minister for Tourism and Culture wants greater involvement of young people in the cultural art forms. Speaking at the Independence closing ceremony on Thursday, Senator Robert Tong said the future of Dominica's cultural art forms rests in the hands of the youth. He said he was pleased to see the level of youth participation in this year's Independence activities, but more can be done.
I want to say, remember, you are the future of Dominica, and now is a time that our young people have to start stepping up to take their rightful place in society. So if all of us old people can't do it anymore, we need the younger people to step up and start taking their place. Some of the youth are letting the ball down by dropping more, by liming more than working, by hanging around street corners more than finding gainful employment, or even researching how to start a business. Many times we see our kids and our friends spending so much time on social media and on Facebook and even on YouTube, but what are they doing? Are they doing something to uplift themselves? Or are they doing something that is not uplifting to themselves? So we really have to encourage them to read, to listen. I don't like to read, but I make sure every morning I listen to something uplifting so that my day starts off on a positive note. Let us together, through culture and tourism, occupy and help some of the youth in a positive way.
Mr. Tang says there are in fact a lot of young people who are engaged in positive ways, but his appeal is really to those who are not actively involved in national development.
Every citizen in this country must lend a hand to further develop the country. And that is why I really want to commend all of you who have participated in this independence competitions, because you have decided to play your part and you have decided that you really want to help develop this country. And this is very commendable. I want to thank again all the organizers of the independence events and reunion events and all our sponsors, and of course the government for helping to make these independence celebrations a resounding success. Again, I really want to thank my team. All what you've seen, it is teamwork. It is not me. I haven't done any of the work. They are the guys who have been doing all of the work. So from my PS to my CTO, to Mr. Lawrence in the Cultural Division, the Cultural Committee, Discover Dominica Authority, the Dominica Festival Commission.
To end the news, the headlines again. 38 families from Petit Savan received keys to their new homes in Bellevue-Chopin on Friday. Several changes on the cards for the public service sector. And a 6-month phase-out period for non-biodegradable food packaging items. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend.